Welcome back to the Target Center here in Minneapolis for the Big Ten Basketball Media Days, and I had to put my suit coat on just because I was feeling a little underdressed with these two dudes up in here, Trey Galloway and Xavier Johnson, both in their Sunday go to Sunday best. I remember in talking with the previous guys from previous years, you get to go get a suit made for this, which is very cool. You pick your own style out. What was you went with pretty straight, nice, form-fitting suit?
Yeah, I mean, nothing too special. Just wanted to be business.
The Trey Galloway, that's the Trey. It seems to be the Trey Galloway way, and then of course Xavier's got a very nice looking window pane suit here, and you do have a memento on the inside.
Yeah, my RP granddad and RP Uncle EJ. They passed away 2 years ago. And, I forever cherish them. And they're always with me for everything I do.
What does it mean being here, both of you representing Indiana? You're the guys. Every team brings people, but the guys that they bring, there's a reason why they're here. You obviously both are captains. You're the vets on this team. You were one of the vets last year, but unfortunately your season was cut short. And I just finished talking to Coach, and I said, well, it always sucks when something like that happens, but there seemed to be a silver lining in it because Jalen ended up getting to get experience he would not have gotten and was able to move on. You were able to come back and be the guy on this team they wouldn't have had. Seriously, if that had happened. So it's just like was something that works out for Indiana. Hopefully it works out for you. What were you able to take from having to deal with that and then wait and come back?
One thing I carry with me is my dad gave me a quote, versus builds character. And, I went through a hard time going down last year, my first injury. Just being out, watching my teammates, the first it was a struggle watching them, not gonna lie. But they came together as a team, came together as a unit, and we started winning a couple games. It carried on into the tournament. We didn't go as far as the tournament as we wanted to, but I came back for another year. And, I wanted to prove everybody wrong. It's a dab on my name too as well, and on Indiana, what we can do this year. But we're here to prove people wrong.
How hard was it to wait and make the decisions? Like, am I going to come back? What am I going to do? I'm like, gosh, because you could have just tried to move on, because that's hard. Coming back from an injury, but then you know that they're looking at that point as well. So much went into that. But how difficult was that decision for you?
It was difficult for me. And honestly, in all honesty, when I first got out on the bus after Kansas, coach asked me, like, do you want to come back? And I told him my initial answer was immediately no. Because I felt like I was old. I still am old, but I was ready to move on from college. But I saw. I talked to my parents. We saw a blessing in disguise. Being injured. It would have been hard for me to go to the next level. With a major foot injury, and a lot was sought into it. Another year under Coach Wilson would only help me. That's the thing about it.
Trey, I've been describing you as the point guard is obviously the I don't want to say always the head of the snake, but kind of the head of the snake. But for a two guard, it's like a two-headed snake that Indiana has. Your importance is can't be understated because of so many different variables you bring out there. How do you relish that?
Yeah, I mean, it's good, but like I said, me and X both like to really get up and guard people. That's one thing I really missed. Being able to play with X on the court job, because every time we were on the court, we both knew what our job was, and we took pride when we guard people and lock people up. So I think that's one thing I really enjoy doing, and having him back is really special.
Well, I know my man here is going to be putting up some threes without question. People want to know, are you going to be putting them up more because they want to see you shoot the ball more?
Sure, no, I will be. Yeah.
Is that a goal? Is that something you worked on, not just shooting, but looking for that shot, taking and having the confidence to take it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, all summer we really just played a lot. We got to get to feel each other out because me and X haven't played with each other in a while. So it was good to kind of get that feel again this summer and getting the new guys acclimated and kind of playing with them. So I think just keep repping and keep getting game like shots up was a big time thing. And so I think it was good to really play a lot this summer and get a good feel.
And speaking of new guys, the team has greatly changed since you last played. You've got Mackenzie Abaco, Kellel Ware, Peyton Sparks, Anthony Walker, Gabe Cups. Am I missing anyone? I think that's fun, but then you've got the guys who are already there, like C.J. Gunn and Caleb Banks, Malik, and it seems we keep thinking that Indiana's really deep, but boy, it looks like the depth is there this year.
Yeah, I think so. We got, like you said, all those names are guys that can really play, and I think we really have established that. We've established kind of a competitiveness that we go at each other every practice, every day, and everyone's competing. So it's really good to see that the guys just coming every day to practice and trying to prove themselves what they're worth. So it's been great.
Mackenzie Abaco picked as a runaway leader for Freshman of the Year, which is prognostication. But you've seen him, you played with him, you know what his skill set is like. I've spoken with him once. I was impressed with just talking to him. He talked about researching Indiana players before he got here, researching Indiana. I'm like, never heard anybody say that. But so I'm like, all right, this dude must be smart. What's playing with him like? What is watching him play? What is his skill set?
Honestly, ever since he came in, he was watching for the ball. He still is watching for the ball, and that's what you want to change about because he can actually shoot the ball. One thing that we are trying to work on now is shot selection. Coming in as a freshman, being the top guy on your high school team, you scoring your team. All you want to do is take shots. But you got to realize, it's a team thing. It's team basketball, and that's how you win games in college. He's a well put together guy on the floor. And he takes in what we give him.
And Trey, defense, obviously a hallmark of Mike Woodson and his Indiana teams. You guys both have already talked about playing defense. We know how aggressive you guys are. Getting those guys up to that speed, whether it's Kellel Ware, whether it's Mackenzie, how difficult has that been? Mackenzie is a freshman in high school coming in. Kellel has a year in the game already. But that's a level that they're going to have to get to.
For sure. It's difficult, especially at the college level, just adjusting because the game's so much more physical and faster. But I think we've done a good job of kind of just really showing the way. That's the biggest thing. You can tell them all you want, but if you lead by example and show them the right things to do on the defense, then it's going to help. And they've done a great job of listening and kind of just picking it up fast because we need them to, because they're going to be a big piece to our puzzle this year. So we need to learn it fast and get ready to go. So I think we've done a great job of listening, and the older guys are doing a great job as well of helping them out and kind of teaching them what it's like.
Shooting has been something that Indiana has just not had to the level that they're used to having from behind the arc. It seems like you guys have a lot of guys that can possibly do that this year. Both you sitting beside me, but guys like I haven't talked about. C.J. Gunn, I know Malik wants to try to step out and draw those guys out. Mackenzie and Gabe Cups. I've heard a lot of great things about Gabe. He's a freshman. What's it been like for his adjustment?
His adjustment, it's been pretty well. He's been playing against me all summer. I've been trying to get him prepared for other guards in the league. He's a guy that accepts coaching. He's a guy that comes hard and plays every day. And we got one of those guys. It's a blessing to have because I got a partner that wants to compete every day and get better.
What's it like? And you guys are in essence coaches on the floor. How do you accept that role? Because like X just mentioned, basically tutoring Gabe, which is how you pass on the culture and all of that. Is that something that you just automatically accept and take on?
Yeah, you kind of have to, man. It's hard because you're expected to do so much. But it's a blessing to be able to do that because you want to be able to help the younger guys and help them out. Because they're the next guys in line. So I think it's just we got to remember to stay focused on that, just trying to help them every day to help us win and get prepared for the Big Ten. Because it's challenging. It's not easy to win the Big Ten. So I think we got to bring those guys along as fast as possible to really help us if we want a chance to do the things we want to do.
The last question for you guys, I got to let you go. Do you enjoy doing this coming up, and you've not been able to do it before because you've not even started your gauntlet yet? Let me tell you, I know what the schedule is. It's an all-day thing. You're going to be out there. You're going to see me again out there when you're speaking. You're going to be on the Big Ten set. And do you enjoy that?
Yeah, I do enjoy it. It's something that people see a different side of us. It's something that people see our character. While we talk and figure out who we are as a person. It's something that I enjoy doing. It's something that you got to do as basketball players because it's a part of the game.
I'll remember that when I need you. About you enjoy it?
Yeah, no, it's great. It's being selected to come do this is really cool, and it's gonna be fun day. We get to kind of just get a feel for everything, so I'm excited.
Well, I can't thank you guys enough, Xavier Johnson and Trey Galloway, for taking the time to join us here at Indiana Sports Beat Radio. We've got to let them go, but thank you guys very much. I'll see you out there, I'm sure, and I'll talk to you again. Thank you very much.
Thank you.